Today's topic is the following. Do you want to be normal or do you want to be above average? Now, there may be a lot of confusion on the concept of normal, being normal. What does that mean? Everybody is under the impression or follows the concept that normal is the right characteristics of a human being. But when you look at everything from different angles, from different perspectives, being normal means you're doing the same thing everybody else is doing. Being normal means you have similarities as 90% of the population. So, to me, it's very important for you to understand the difference between normal and above average. Now, what does above average mean? Above average means someone that's willing to do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. Someone that's willing to go the extra mile. And we're not necessarily speaking of anything in particular, but we are discussing the characteristics of being normal and being above average. Now, I'd rather be called weird. I'd rather be called unique or different than normal. See, I don't want to share the same characteristics with 90% of the population. I want to share similarities of 10% of the population. Now, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to accomplish my goal. I'm willing to work harder than anybody else. That's the difference between me and my competitors. I understand the concept of working hard. I understand the concept that it requires a lot of discipline. I understand the concept that you may not be willing to go the extra mile every single day, but those are the differences between someone that's normal and someone that's above average. Now, when we talk about sales, when we talk about just being motivated, being aggressive, being disciplined, if you're doing the same thing that everybody else is doing, then you fall under a category where the results are going to be the same as everyone else. And let me share something with you. Those statistics are not the best, meaning the majority of individuals, the majority of producers, the majority of human beings at the end of the day, they don't succeed because they follow that concept of I'm doing the same thing that everybody else is doing. So when you look at normal or above average, it's very important. And once again, let me repeat myself. It's very important to understand the concept that you have to do whatever it takes. You have to be doing something that others are not willing to do. That's the difference between me and my competitors. I understand that I need to work twice as much as anybody else to at least be satisfied with my performance, to be satisfied with my results, to be satisfied with anything that I'm doing to fulfill my goals, to accomplish certain tasks that I'm working on. It does require a lot of work, and I understand that I have to work harder than the majority. The majority of the people, they're happy, they're satisfied, they're comfortable with just the basic minimum effort or the basic minimum results. Now, I want you to analyze your mentality, your way of looking at this concept, and if you fall under that category of being satisfied of doing things that the majority are doing, then you have to really change your perspective. If you want to be better than someone else, you have to be working harder than the rest. I have one rule that I apply in everything that I do, and it's the following. If I know there's someone around my circle that's better than me, then that means I gotta continue to work harder, because if I don't work harder, that individual, that person, or that group are always gonna be ahead of me. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm competing against anybody. It's just a concept that if there's someone out there that I know, or someone that I'm associated with, that has accomplished more goals, or has more, has better results in anything, then it requires me to work double, put triple effort, so that I could continue to grow. I could continue to, be different than the normal statistics. So once again, you really have to make a decision. Are you average, which equals normal? Or are you different, unique, weird, okay? Whichever terminology they want to use. And are you above average? Think about it.